Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Dr. Music Podcast. Once again, thank you to my return visitors, my subscribers. I so appreciate you. It is such an honor, a pleasure to have this gentleman with me today, Mr. Kai Hansen of Helloween. Just a pioneer in the genre, founding member of German metal, power metal band Helloween, as well as Gamma Ray. After starting Helloween in 1983, Kai took a little 28-year hiatus from the band, did some Gamma
Yep,
Ray.
took some time off.
Yeah, a little bit, a little bit. Reunited with Helloween in 2017, of course, and they have been going strong ever since. They have a new album coming out via Reigning Phoenix Music on August 29th. The album's called Giants and Monsters, and Kai's here to tell us all about it. Kai, it's great to have you, sir.
Thank you, sir. I have to apologize for the background noise. There's some cars passing through here. If it gets too much, I will have to change location, go to my room eventually. But I thought it's nice to sit outside here
Yeah.
and do this. So maybe I have to ask sometime. What did you say?
Okay. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. I don't 4 years ago, you released the self-titled album, which seemed like a rebirth. It was a rebirth of the band, with you and Michael coming back into the fold. Did making this Giants and Monsters record have the same feel for you? It feels more comfortable, a little more low voice. Was there an awkwardness when in 2017 of just getting started again, or is this album a little more comfortable to make for you?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. This was this was in terms of like the band togetherness, it was not so much an effort, because I think we really needed the time to grow together. The first album, I mean, we had to get to know each other and or re-know each other in some cases, and it was just a wild bunch of idea things, and to get it all in one line. And meanwhile, we have been like living with each other, playing with each other, and hanging with each other, and we developed a common language about our music. Communication is very very crucial in this thing, and I think we all got the knack of what Halloween should be like, more than on the first album. This was just like, you throw it, you cook something and you throw a lot of ingredients in there, and then you stir it up, and you don't know what comes out.
Right.
This time we were pretty clear on our recipes. Not that we kind of made a game plan for that. I think all the individual composers were just like on track with that, and that's how it happened.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. Did you have any intentions with this record? Something that you wanted to bring out, with this record that you didn't do the last
Any
time?
what?
Any intentions with this record, like something that you wanted to bring out that maybe you didn't last time, or anything different that you wanted to do with this one?
No, as I said, we didn't have a game plan for that. So that there was no, I mean, we certainly revisited the former album, and we kind of pointed out what we think were the strong points, what we think were the weak points, what we could do better this time.
Mhm.
And just to name one thing, I mean, and on the last album there was a lot of high vocals, and it was,
Right.
to me, I was like always saying, man, this sometimes ended up as a Mickey Mouse competition. Who's higher than the other, and this time we were more clear about that we don't want that. We just, we all love high vocals. That's not the point, but to my taste, it was getting a bit out of hand on the last album.
Yeah.
And that, of course, is, a song is written and it has a certain tonality, and so that was just one point. we said, okay, let's try to make it a little more diverse and have those high things as a highlight point in songs. Um, so as I said, if a songwriter writes a song, I mean, for instance, Vikey writes a song and he's putting his vocals on, and when he does that, he sounds like King Diamond on acid. It's all very very high, but of course, then you have to translate it to the real singers, and then you might find out, oh damn, this is an uncomfortable tonality, so we might want to change it and transpose it, like, three steps down or whatever. This is always possible, and we kind of took care of that this time. Everybody was aware of those things, and this is just an example. There were more points, in terms like overdubs. I think on the last album we really we really did, because everybody's allowed to put on a song whatever he thinks is cool. But we ended up having so many keyboards and so many overdubs on every song that it was hard for the producer to fit it all in the mix, and they tried to do that. This time we were more aware of keeping things more basic and just adding a little spice here and there. So that's the way I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, all in all, this album is much more grown as a band.
Yeah. It's incredible. I think it's one of the best in the catalog for sure. It's tremendous, and I do hear those differences, especially the low voice. It was really nice to hear that low voice to the high voice. It wasn't as much of coming at you all the time. It
Yeah.
was more patient on this record, definitely. You got 7 members in the band now. That would seem very difficult. Too many cooks in the kitchen, kind of thing, if you will. Is it easier to get things done with 7, or is it a little more difficult when you got that many people contributing?
Um, I I wouldn't agree to neither of those. It's like it's not more difficult. It's not easier. It's eh, there's a lot more diversity, and it really depends on the chemistry within the band, if that's easier or not. This time it seemed a lot easier than on the first album,
Oh,
and yeah, we were still 7 members like on the first album, but this time we had a much more common sense of things, and our producers as well. They were like really knowing what the hell Helloween should be like, or what in what direction we should go. I mean, there were other crucial points about the sound of the last album. Um, which not everybody was really happy with, and I was one of them, by the way.
right.
So all in all, I think this time we much more nailed it totally. I mean, I don't want to put the first album down, but in comparison, this one to me is much more down to the point.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel that way as well. So many great songs on that first one, but this one is just it's so much it's grown so much, you can just tell. Um,
Yeah.
what is the writing process for you guys? Do you write your songs and bring them to the rest of the guys? And does everybody do that? And then I mean, it's got to be difficult to go in the room with your song and they all go, I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean that happened. We
Right,
actually we had quite a few more songs for this album, and some are still like kept on in the fridge
right,
even for the next album eventually. Um, so we had to make a choice, and it works like that. Yeah, we all of us composers within the band, we deliver what we have, and we let everybody listen to it, and then we make a decision together with our management and the producers, to say, okay, we're gonna work on this and this and this and this, and this time it went out pretty well because um as it goes with songwriters, everybody has his kind of, he wants his song on the album, of course,
right.
and and we managed to kind of have a very nice equal split for that.
Nice.
uh Without, our judgment was not to say, okay, every songwriter has to have 2 songs or plus.
Right.
It was more like which songs are good, which fit together, and we ended up having like this Vicky 2, me 2, Sasha 2, Andy 3, and so we ended up with a whole album that is like, yeah, well, to me it's all killers, no fillers.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Oh, no doubt about it. One song that I love is Majestic, of course. It is the skyfall, so to speak, of this record. Um, it's progressive, but I hear all the voices. All voices get to participate. You got three guitar players, three singers, and everybody participates. For that one. So it's really a such a round Helloween song. And I was reminded of UFO's "Love to Love" on the keyboard parts.
Oh,
So that really helped. One of my favorites right there. So,
all right, okay.
so when you're doing a song like that, and it, how do you choose which guitar player plays which part, which singer sings which part? How does that all work?
Oh, okay. To start with Majestic in general, it's actually it it started up as a leftover. I mean, we once had an album called Majestic with Gamma Ray, and at that time I started writing this song, and I ended up on the chorus, and I didn't. No, I ended up on the second chorus, and somehow at that time I couldn't finish it. I got stuck, and I remembered that, and I thought, man, that this was good. I tried to find it, and I roamed through my old hard drives to find the demo I did back then, and I did actually find it. I said, okay, I'm up to working on that, and yeah, this time I could actually finish it. I had a lot of ideas and inspirations and stuff. So coming to the shoveling the parts, who plays what and stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty basic. I mean, we are three guitar players in the band, for instance. We normally have two rhythm tracks. So one of us lays down a rhythm track mostly on his song, and then there's like maybe I play the first rhythm guitar, then I send it to Sasha, and he kind of plays the second one with some variations and stuff, and or Vicky does it, or the other way around. So we exchange that. When it comes to solos and overdubs, I mean, everybody's welcome to deliver what he has. The solo parts we fix before. We say, okay, but when I write a song, I normally try to include the other guys in the soloing stuff too. So I say I have three solo parts. So one is Vicky, one is Sasha, one is me, and then there's the harmony stuff that can be split up between either of us.
Right.
So that's we fixed that. Coming to
Yeah.
the vocals, yeah, we roughly have an idea who's gonna sing what in the beginning. But then we might end up that all three of us sing pretty much the whole song, and uh, and then in the end we sort out what we think fits best to who, and what the transitions could be, and if it's like a double harmony stuff, who sings with who, which voices really fit together well on this part, and that's within the production. We sort that out during the production.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. How you get it all to work? There's three-piece bands that can't keep their shit together. You manage the seven members, and you do it such in a great adult way. Respect for each other. It's
It's
it's great.
it's yeah, it's not the rule, I would say. I mean, it's like,
Right.
imagine a marriage with seven people,
Right.
So, um it, but oh my God, yeah, right, exactly. So it's it's really about it's really about like growing up and having this patience. I mean, when you're young, I think it wouldn't have worked when we were 20. I mean, we were all like, young tanks that run over everything that's in our way.
Right.
And even if it's the opinion of a band member and stuff. And now we learn to listen. Now we have learned to say, okay, there's an idea, let's try that out. And
Yeah.
of course, in the end, the songwriter always has the last word. Say, no, I like it or I don't like it. But there's always room for collaboration, for offers, for ideas,
Mhm.
and we really learn to collaborate on that.
Man, it's so great, man, and the music benefits for sure. Um, I noticed quite a few spiritually based things, themes on this record. You know, Savior of the World, Hand of God.
Obviously.
Uh, Into the Sun has a kind of an ascending, higher power thing. Is that an inspiration for the band, a belief system, a higher power um, theme?
It's actually yeah, it's actually around. I mean, I think all of us are kind of connected somehow in this way. We did not again, we did not make a game plan on that concerning the lyrics and the themes. It just happened that we all were taken in the same direction in some way, some spiritual, esoterical way. Um, There's somehow a poetical way to put lyrics down, even if the actual meaning is very profane. Um, you mentioned "Into the Sun." I mean, if you would know what the real thing is about, you you would you wouldn't believe. Actually, it's about having sex.
Really? Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's an experience, an ascension of sort, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, oh, that's beautiful. It's a great song, man.
It's great. And you did a great job on it. And actually, it was there already on the last album. And we recorded it and the drums and everything, but it didn't turn out well. It was just like it wasn't either this or that.
Yeah.
And then this time we said, well, we should give it a try again. I was emphasizing that because I was saw a strong potential in that song, and I always imagined this song done like in a way like a James Bond song.
Okay.
And we
Yeah.
gave it a try in that direction, and this worked out perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fantastic. Oh, that changes my view a little bit of the song. It'll be a little happier to listen to now, maybe.
Yeah,
I like it. I
exactly.
like it. Uh, Universe Gravity for Hearts, a song similar in scope to Majestic. But I notice at the end there's a heartbeat at the end of the song. And that just, I know people have thrown heartbeats of, a family member or something like that in there. Is there any significance to that heartbeat in that song?
Well, I guess you should actually ask Sasha about that because he wrote the song. Um, and I guess the heartbeat is just like the heartbeat of the universe. You know, the frequency. The
Right.
universe is pulsating all the time. You know, there's this kind of yeah pulsation in the universe. And that's the heartbeat, and it fits so well to the theme.
Did you just use a track of a heartbeat, or is that somebody's heartbeat in particular?
I I really don't know.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't know
Yeah.
what they use. I don't know. I mean, Sasha brought it up, and I don't know if he. I guess it's some kind of heartbeat sample that he found somewhere. I would be
Okay.
surprised to know that he actually recorded somebody's heartbeat.
Yeah, maybe it's his heartbeat.
Who knows?
Who knows?
I gotta ask him. Good
Yeah,
point.
that's cool. There's narration in those songs as well. Spoken word in there. Um,
Yeah.
who is that? I know you've had Biff from Saxon Biff Byford do some narration
Oh,
before.
just hang on a second.
Okay,
Yep. Okay, now start again.
okay. I know you've had Biff Byford from Saxon do some narration on stuff. This is not him.
Oh, it's me actually.
It is fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Great stuff, man. It's just that's the kind of stuff that just makes that patience of I sit and I listen. It doesn't have to be constantly coming at me. I listen
Yeah.
to the song. It stops. It takes some time, and then it starts again. And there's just it's a great balance in this album for sure. Um,
Ah,
Hell,
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
yeah, yeah. Helloween known for complex musical runs, challenging parts. What song presents the biggest challenges for you, especially like live? When you go out there and you look down at the set, the set list, is there one that you look at it and you go, "Oh, geez, can we not do that one tonight?" Is, is there
No, I
one?
mean once you're in it, it's not a problem. It's just the rehearsing progress and process, and remembering parts because, of course, as it is in a band with a certain style, we have repetitive patterns
Hmm.
in solos, in melodies. Sometimes they go this way around, sometimes the other way, and so on. So that's the hardest part, to remember everything on spot. And once you're in the tour, there's nothing that seems too difficult. It's all rehearsed, it's all trained, and it gets better every day. More routine, like you know what you're doing without having to think of it. In the beginning of the tour, it's always a bit shaky. I mean, you're performing this for the first times, and then there comes this solo part, which is not the easiest one, and then you have to think about it. Before the solo starts, it flushes your mind, and it comes in, and you see the patterns in front of your eyes, and uh, the best is if you don't have to think about it anymore, if you just play it by heart.
Yeah.
But it takes a little while.
Yeah. Yeah. You're signed with Reigning Phoenix Music, same as last time.
Uh,
Any
Seems you're frozen again. Ooh,
yeah.
okay. Give it a little moment.
Okay.
Maybe you're back in a minute.
Yeah. I can hear you perfect. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful.
Wait. Okay, now you're back.
Yep. Yep. All right.
Okay, yeah, you were just
Um,
frozen.
yep, you were too. So we're seeing the same things just on the opposite screens. Uh you're
Okay,
signed
good. Yeah.
signed with Reigning Phoenix Music again. Was there any expectation from the label? Did they tell you they wanted something specific, and how many records are we going to get with the label? Was there a specific number?
No, no. I mean, there's something in the contract about the minimum playing time and stuff like that.
Okay.
Um, so we don't have any regulations, and especially not when it comes to the music. I mean, they don't give us any direction or anything. They just wait for what we deliver, and then they decide if they like it or not. In this case, we were lucky; they like it, they love it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. As
and then yeah, okay, they're involved when it comes to choosing singles and stuff like that. They give their opinion, and
yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah, that's great. It's great. It's great to have that freedom, for sure. If I had a young person wanted to hear Kai Hansen and what you do, your voice, your guitar playing, who you are as a musician, what should I play for them? Is there a song that best represents who you are in your history?
Ooh. Of the reasons, I would put Skyfall.
Yeah, yeah. So it's so
Yeah.
amazing.
And of the earlier ones, maybe Halloween.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Perfect.
And then as a contrast, I went out,
Yeah.
obviously for the lighter, more commercial side of the rock, heavy metal thing.
Yeah. Just such a great catalog and so much great stuff. I have to ask you about Gamma Ray. Last studio album, 2014. That's a long time ago. And you're in Helloween now. I What is the story with Gamma Ray? Is there a Gamma Ray? Will we get new music from Gamma Ray if there is?
Yeah, I get that question frequently.
I'm sure you
What
do.
what about Gamma Ray? And yeah, if I read the comments on the net, social media, there's a lot of people. Yeah, great Halloween album, but we want a new Gamma Ray, and I get pretty much bombed with that. Actually, I mean, Halloween kept me pretty busy. Um,
Yeah.
Thing is that that I'm releasing a solo album again in January, because
Fantastic.
during Corona times I had a lot of time and I wrote a lot of songs, but none of them. I mean, not none of them, but there's quite a bit that I wrote that wouldn't really fit into the Gamma Ray Halloween thing.
Hmm.
Um, so so I decided to do a solo album. Um, Gamma Ray is on ice for sure. We
Yeah.
Last year we did some shows and that went down pretty well. We did South America, we did Europe a few, and it was really good, and I really enjoyed it very much.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it would be a shame to say Gamma Ray is dead now. It's not. No, it's just on ice. And as soon as I have time off the Halloween duties with touring now in the next break, I really want to get on to making a new Gamma Ray album. That, of course, that's not only up to me. The other guys have to be in it too, and basically they are. But timings are always crucial if everybody is free to do that and so on. So it needs a little planning, but definitely I want to do it. Yes.
Yeah, that's great news. Great news. You've done this huge body of work. You've dedicated so much of your life and yourself to this life. Is there anything you've always wanted to do that you haven't had a chance yet? Kind of a bucket list item?
I think I don't work like that. I never set
Oh,
like long-term goals to reach this and this and that. In former times, I had the idea to write something like a rock opera, and I only partially did within some songs.
right.
To did these more longer complex songs. These are my little rock operas, but I never got to do a full album with a one really fluent all through story. Um, that would be something I would like to do. Like Tommy from the Who or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um, but let's see what time brings. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds great. That sounds great. We'll keep an ear open for sure. I'm
Yeah,
I'm sitting here right in the Chicagoland area, in the States, the Midwest, North America. Are you coming to see me? Are you doing North America? Will you be over here?
absolutely. Yeah, from April on next
Yes.
year.
Fantastic, man. I cannot wait to see you, Kai.
Yeah, me too.
It is just
Looking
awesome.
forward.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
so cool.
yeah. I know with the States, it's so much fun, and we have a lot of great fans there, and we're coming over for sure.
And it's such great news, man. And it's a great record. Giants and Monsters. It's just
Thank you.
thank you, Kai. Thank you so much for your time, your personal time too. It's so appreciated, man. It's such an honor. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Really, thanks for the support and everything and the nice words. I'm really happy.
It's great. It's great. Yeah, I'll see you right in Chicagoland. I'll see you
I
in
see you in
Chicago.
Chicago.
Yes. All
All
right.
right.
Take care, Kai. Thank
You
you.
too.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.